So here I am. A lot of things happen. We're going after Class C Ritual, and then, if we can, I'm clicking the wrong thing, we'll go for Peeping Tom. It requires a set of mysteries, but if I don't get them, I'll just play with whatever I've got. I should actually look at what other achievements I can look for if I don't get, I think, Hell and or Festival. So we got that. Some things are okay, and then I guess we can go for Paid in Blood if we grab an ally. We'll grab one more just in case. But let's see. So as I go, but again, I have to hit quick play. There's no way I dodge all 4 of those achievements, right? The most general of them getting an ally. So as we get into Goizo World of Horror character exclusive Kyrie, we can at least use the Ritual Dagger competently. I'll force it even if I wasn't Kyrie and someone else who had lower knowledge. Dexterity, Takushi-san, Strength, Second Encounter, Charisma, and maybe Knowledge. I would like for it, but if I can't get my Knowledge to 8 for whatever reason, it's fine to skip on that too. So, we need to make sure we have a cult shop. And I think usually, yeah, something gets taken away here. I don't know why, but I'm going to set things to the school nurse, and then we should be good to go. But yeah, for the main achievement we're sniping for, or aiming for, I don't know why I use the word sniping, in-game, anyway, figuratively, we are looking for Household Hell as a mystery. We also need an ally, so maybe we actually want to save how if we see it for later. But I see Recluse, Nails, Festival, Painting, and Flood, so I guess we'll go for Festival. We can also try to grab the ally from Painting. Have I never done this mystery? Anywho, Recluse, Nails, and Flood. So that's like 3. We can grab an ally from Festival too, so maybe I'll save it for 4th. Am I locked out of the town in every single mystery but Nails? Recluse, for Festival, Painting, Flood. I am. Well, I guess that means we're taking Nails first. At least it's not Teacher, where I'd have to brace, so I feel a bit better, but not too great. And I need to take Flood. What else was I looking? I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. So, Occult Shop. We don't have random item stats, so the Ritual Dagger here should be pretty reliable. And then we're just gonna, if we get out of funds, that might help out. Something I often don't talk about as I look at which place I want to put police patrols, it's gonna be the forest, is that I often don't... Nope, forgot what I was gonna say. Gosh dang it, why do I do this to myself? Chat, I should have... Well, no, buying a coffee, I don't have funds, so that would not be a good idea. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the video. If you're still listening to this video at around 3 minutes in now, just know I don't know what I'm going to do with the other recording. Maybe I'll start doing membership videos, but really they wouldn't be anything too special. They'd be like side content. So I'll have to decide, but we'll see what I ultimately decide on doing. Oh, so the out of funds. So what I wanted to talk about was out of funds, in that if there are events in a location that you're scared of and want to, you know, kind of influence RNG in your favor, what you could do is purposely stay at 0 funds as you investigate a location. Say you're in Ward, and maybe you run to out of funds in place of something. Unless the game works differently, of course. There's no way for me to know for sure. But to my knowledge, you know, if you can replace a bad event like dual nurses against in hospital with out of funds, yeah, you're probably gonna lose less resources overall. That's the thing I often glance over or don't consider when I think about the... I can perfectly defeat them, by the way. When I think about out of funds number game and whether or not you lose more HP by looking for 2% Doom, theoretically speaking, you can avoid... Well, you can work the numbers in your head. You either trade 2 Doom and run into the dual nurses anyway, if this is the example I'm using, or you can lose 3 stamina, 3 reason, or was it 3 stamina? Yeah, 3 stamina, 3 reason, or 5 Doom, getting 2 funds but avoiding the dual nurses. Again, in this very specific example. Also, we have Recluse. It won't matter after a while, but I do want to take Recluse earlier. However, I do want Painting as well. Do I just avoid Painting then? I could. Because then I can visit Festival 4th. If I run into an encounter, I can have the ally die. Does send an ally count? I'm about to find out. So we're going to take Recluse now. The reason we're going Recluse into Flood is that at the end of Recluse, I'm probably going to take 6 reason damage unless I just die straight up. But assuming I survive and I have 1, 2, or 3 reason remaining, probably 2 or 1 reason, I can go into Flood and hope, as long as we don't die to reason in the one event we can investigate after the first enemy, then we should be perfectly fine. Now, not getting anything here isn't great. I'm actually going to roll Doom because we have Recluse and Thingy. I could go this. This is helpful as well. Yeah, this is going to be more helpful. I want Strength for Bracing, though. We'll read the letters. I think failing that would have been reason damage. I need to continue Event of the Day at some point. I keep forgetting to do that. And I swear it's not just because the next event, I think it's supposed to be a Blue Gem event. But anywho. I Must Be Delirious grants me reason, but makes me lose stamina. But considering we're about to go into Flood, as I've said before, but maybe you haven't heard it if you're a newer viewer to this channel, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so sorry. Good thing. Oh, the knowing a lot about the game does help out, as would be the case for most other games as well. But World of War is definitely, I mean, by nature. But if you don't know, yeah, by nature, knowing about World of War, you can definitely avoid a lot of losing situations if you know what's going to happen in events. Especially if those losing situations come from choosing the wrong option and running into an encounter. But again, I would like to reverse the chessboard by saying that that changes when you are not using base/vanilla events anymore. Because you can just play a run full of modded events. Now, who and when someone makes such a thing is a whole different story. But yeah, I should have actually maybe, well, we'll see. If no, we're fine here. I think we're fine here. So we can guarantee a kick. 5 strength is the normal brace into a guaranteed kick. Now, kick on its own isn't the best action, but if you can save resources without using any RNG, then I think that's a good alternative to have. Although for me, it's a primary strategy to brace before a kill turn if I cannot defeat it reliably, or in my view, reliably in the same turn. Thankfully, the Theologist is in the school, so I do get a lot of healing done. The question is if I would have gotten more healing using the fleshy toy. I also have to remember to get the Peeping Tom achievement in Festival, but we'll find out. So I should be able to rest 2 more times here? Yeah. We can top ourselves off. Now, this is going to hurt somewhat, but depending on how healthy I am, I may take... What was I going to... Painting, but I'm most likely going to take Festival. So let's just do this and move on. Now, after a certain point, I do want to start trading stamina here. I have Cauterize. I should make use of it at some point. But not right now. Wait, am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. I also had to check on OBS because it was complaining for a moment, but... yeah, I think we should be okay. If I can prep strong in a turn, I'd feel a lot comfortable. Unfortunately, I perfectly do this. So you know what? We lose out on some stamina, but that's not so bad. Actually, no. I was dealing more damage because of Second Sight. I forgot. Self-therapy into more strength. Oh, do we have the 6th floor? So maybe I want to increase... yeah, let's increase knowledge instead. I might pay for that, but we should be able to at least brace into an attack. That is one of the most important thresholds, or at least top 5 in my opinion. But if you can't do that and you have another plan, I could take Painting now. But in the interest of doing a thing, let's take Festival, the Ally Sacrifice achievement. So we go into here and we look at this painting. That should grant us a thing. And I think we could actually fight something, but I don't want to do that. So we're going to do this and rest instead, or rest in the wrong place. So never mind. I'm a big liar because I bamboozled myself. There's usually 3 choices when I do that. And when I do that, it splits it into 2 and I hit the wrong thing. So, well, oops. But maybe we're still fine. I can forget Cauterize, or I can use cauterize. I think I'm just gonna forget. I have self-therapy, right? Oh, I have Kyrie's bag is on my face. Actually, you know, that would be great. Unfortunately, no. So let's store Kyrie's bag. Because it costs Doom to use Kyrie's bag. So let's not do... If we can reach the lighthouse, basically we're good. Now, we do have painting after this, so I don't get a lot more reason. And that event essentially costs 2 more Doom. Because I thankfully only had... Well, 4 Doom, sorry. But it's not going to hurt me as much. Now, if we have Timeline B, I might consider it. We have a lot of Doom to spare. So instead of healing, what I'm thinking of is I can... If I'm on Timeline B, I can grab the Spiral Hood. Even if it costs 10 Doom, it would be worth it. If for no other reason than theoretically allowing me to pass more Strength and Dexterity checks. Which we are currently on Timeline B. So, 12 Doom... Yeah, 12 Doom, 12 Doom. So we'll take 12 Doom in the face. It's the price I'm going to pay here. But painting shouldn't hurt me that much more, so we're going to grab the Spiral Hood, profit, and move on with life. Spells cost something of more reason. I usually don't care. And away we go. So into painting I go, and I didn't grab an ally, unfortunately, so the one thing I did do was look at the painting, so at least I unlocked something. And I won't take any more. I won't take the risk of, you know, trying to fight this and doing other. Do we have Takshisan? I think we have Takshisan, right? Why am I forgetting this? Cry. Hey, we healed Reason from that. Although we still won't be able to fight this unless I had like some kind of good spell. But no, that's not happening. We only deal upwards of 10 damage, and we have nowhere near enough Reason to survive. Probably like 4 or 5 Reason in the face. I think 4 Reason right now. If I were on a Thotu, possibly 5. But instead, let's grab this Light Source. And nothing Kyrie has, at least right now, would have helped me. Yeah, Ghost Connection, maybe. But I would have had to have taken Ghost Connection earlier. But that's the way the runs go sometimes. And I don't... That makes me also think about why the heck... Oh. With the Demon Mask, I could fight the boss, but I don't think we will. So away we go. Yeah, sometimes runs just don't work out the way you want in terms of, well, me specifically trying to complete achievements and also survive the run. I think there's 1 or 2 achievements that I didn't do that for in this series, but let me know if I forgot that. If I didn't do that or if I did. Now, this is a bit unfortunate, but I think we should still be fine reason-wise, because there's no way we lose more than a few, and we have enough Doom to survive, so unless a freak accident happens, we should be perfectly fine here. Now, if I'm not going to equip the Demon Mask, I should equip the Flashlight for perception checks. Again, these are all theoretical things that I could be optimizing on as I lose Bath, but we have 61% Doom. I promise this run is over. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I might as well plug that in, because we're going to ascend this lighthouse and pretty much nothing's going to kill me. I keep forgetting how much Reason damage failing the Charisma check and or the Light check does, but out of safety we can just do this and we move on. I think we have Takshisan as well. We also have Abolish, as much as that's good for. It is better now. Funny enough, maybe at the back of the developer's mind while they were making new content, they were like, oh, having more Eldritch enemies, but mainly bosses be Eldritch enemies that deal Reason damage would make Abolish better. I mean, by nature it does, because there are moments like earlier in this run where I've had like above 11 stamina, so using Abolish wouldn't be a bad idea to take less Reason. Essentially, I mean, at its core, Abolish does allow you to trade off to mitigate or turn Reason damage into stamina damage, essentially, if you get what I mean. Because you take 3 stamina damage, but if you take 1 less Reason damage, old gods forbid all damage, then you are essentially mitigating more damage, or at least more Reason damage. I don't remember, so I'm just going to pick this. It was the roommate, because again, 80% Doom, even at this point, you could be okay. Now, a freak accident could happen, like if you have Branded on top of failing both secondary checks and then Takshisan smacks you one, bad things could happen, but we'll save ourselves some time, not level up, and finish this run. So, as I go into my achievements to check, yeah, I need to figure out what other achievements I may or may not be able to get. But this grants us the Glass Eye item for doing the Peeping Tom achievement. It grants you 1 perception, but you jam it in your eye and it doesn't tell you you lose stamina, so it's a below average. item in my opinion. If you start with it, you can do some interesting things. That's the one thing I will say as we close out this video. If you start with the glass eye, you lose stamina, but if you're gonna take a bath, basically a lot of, some items actually become good if and when you have them at the beginning of your run, because the bath exists. The bath essentially allows you upwards of 2 stamina or 2 reason, but ultimately 3 HP in healing. Or 2 HP and 5 experience. So, yeah, without further ado, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!